Alrighty, guys. So, one of the questions that I've been asked a lot in recent weeks, I've seen a lot of conversations on this topic, is a grip is appropriate for arm wrestling? Grip training, captain's crush, whatever you want to call it. Now, recently, I've purchased the full set of captains of crush, all the way from, what does the G stand for? Forget. I don't know. Baby level, all the way up to Captain's Crush 4. Yeah, crazy. The reason I've done this is what I wanted to talk about. A lot of people have asked the question, are grippers an appropriate strength for arm wrestling? Does it translate to arm wrestling, or is it one of those irrelevant strengths? First thing I want to say is strength is never a weakness in any respect. So if you're an arm wrestler, obviously there are specific strengths. The fundamentals, we all know: back pressure, pronation, wrist flexion, side pressure. But there's a lot more intricacies in between that. And when you come into the style of arm wrestling that you may have, there's the possibility that grip training makes a real difference. A lot of elite grip athletes aren't able to arm wrestle effectively. There's a lot of great arm wrestlers that don't have particularly good grip strength. Jordan Davis, one of them. I know Jordan Davis, good mate Jordan Davis. I don't think he could close the one, Captain's Crush 1. But he's an elite arm wrestler. Then there's Vitaly Letin, who's holding world records on dynamometers, all that sorts of stuff. So there is a place for it, for sure. And what I wanted to do with you guys as well is run the rack. Show you what I can close. I don't actually know what I can close properly. I'm very bad at this. I've never attempted to run the rack before. I've been bending nails the last 2 days. My hands are tired. But I'm excited about this. I've got some chalk on my hand. A few people have asked me to make the demonstration. What can I close? So I thought I'd do that for you guys here. But I wanted to talk about, first of all, before I get to the closing attempts, I wanted to talk about why. So I started out as a rising and rolling arm wrestler. Back pressure, pronation, wrist rise. They were my aces. And I thought those, in my early days, I thought they were the be-all and end-all of arm wrestling strengths in terms of what were the critical leads. But as you mature in the sport, as you evolve and come to learn there's more to it, you start to realize that one of the components of that more to it factor for me is fingers. As I started to gravitate away from rising and rolling, and I started recognizing that I wanted to really develop my inside game, I started to recognize straight away the value of fingers. And finger flexion I consider very different to wrist flexion. Wrist flexion has a very different effect on your opponent. Wrist flexion will turn your opponent over, where finger flexion will just stop dead in its tracks your opponent's rising pressure, and it will open the door to the side pressure lane. It'll open the door to being able to test your elbow against theirs and ultimately allow you to not only contain their back pressure, but take away their access to pronation as well. As Engen Terzi loves to say it, you control someone's pronator, you're probably going to win. So I found that finger flexion has been an area I've been very excited about over the last few, I'm not going to say few years, but I'm going to say 6 to 12 months. I've been excited about developing finger flexion. I've worked very hard, very consistently on developing my arm wrestling specific finger flexion. And it's taken me to a place where I'm able to control arm wrestlers in ways that I never used to be able to. I always used to have to go to straps. Now I actually have the choice of, against plenty of opponents, I can just hold on. But when I'm in the strap, even it feels amazing to have this force, not just this side of the fence. Having genuine threat in here now man, it opens up the door. So anyway, grippers. I've been doing sets of grippers with bad technique. I've been getting in the center table and gripping. Just increasing my lactic tolerance in my hand for that reason. Yeah. I think grippers genuinely do translate. I don't think they're a waste of time. As I said right at the beginning, strength is never a weakness. And for that reason alone, why not add it to it? Hands are one of those things I don't think you can really overtrain. You can, I say that with a grain of salt. Of course you can overtrain your hands. My hands are quite tender and sore now. Last 3 days, I've been excitedly bending nails. In the last 3 days, I've done probably combined 2.5 hours of max effort bending nails. And my hands are tender. They feel overtrained at the moment. But today, these arrived. The rack's complete. So I thought I'd do this video and show you guys what I can close. So anyway, let's do that now. And then if I think of anything else, I'll go from there. So, all right, first one. It's the G. Yeah, I gotta work out this camera for you guys. I don't know if you can see it. There we go, the G. You can see that. All right. Clearly I can close that. If I couldn't close that, there's not much point in me making this video. Okay, the next one. Yes, I think it's the sport guide. G for guide. Captains of Crush Sport now. I gotta get used to holding up this where you can see it. All right, I think you got the idea. Captains of Crush Sport. Okay, I'm not setting the grip or anything. I'm just picking it up at the moment. I'll try to set the grip, which I only learned about just today. Captains of Crush T for trainer. I almost said 1, but no, it's not 1. It's T for trainer. Okay, done. Are we into the numbers yet? All right, Captain's Crush 0.5. I'm going to go all the way up to the 4. Clearly, I'm not going to close the 4, but I've had a few people ask me, can you go all the way? We want to see how far you can close each one. Okay, so Captain's Crush 0.5. I'll start to try to get some discipline now on setting it correctly, which I actually don't know if I'm doing at all. Anyway, 0.5, done. Captain's Crush 1. All right, we're into the whole numbers. Captain's Crush 1. Sorry, guys. Lighting's bad here. Captain's Crush 1. There you go. I think you got it. 1. Done. Again, I'm trying to get this set right. I don't know how to set. As it's going up higher, I can feel the problems in my grip already starting to come to the surface. Anyway, we're on to 1.5. Anyone see that? 1.5? 1.5. Captain's Crush 1.5 now. $1.5. Gotta remember where the camera is so I can show you guys the close. Alright, Captains of Crush 2. I should be able to close this. I've closed this before. Did it earlier today. There's the 2. I haven't closed the 2.5 yet. I've been a couple of mils away from it each time I've tried. But anyway. Captains of Crush 2. Let's see what happens. Closed. Very good. Sorry, my arm went out of camera as I closed it. Alright, never closed this one before. Captain's Crush 2.5. 2.5. Anyone see that 2.5? There it is at the top bar up here. You can see it, 2.5. Alright, wish me luck. I've never closed this. But I'm hoping because that my attempts of using better technique and setting it, the gripper, I'm hoping it's going to make the difference. Nah, slept. I need more room on this table. Trying to set this grip. I watched, it was Ilya Usman sent me a video on Instagram just a moment ago. Literally moments before I started recording this. And he's speaking in Russian, so I couldn't understand him, but he was showing where he set. Now, I originally set way down here when I'm trying to close. I just put it in my hand. And he was putting it really high up here, and then he was using his other hand to get it away. So I got to give myself a bit more room because I got to get a little bit more aggressive. Can't sit down and casually do this. But anyway, let's try again. So once again, 2.5. No close yet. Flip it over. More chalk on this side. Stick up there. No close. Same thing. 3 mil. I want more chalk. Give me a second, YouTube. I need more chalk. All right. Got a bit more chalk. And get it into the gripper as well. We'll see what we can do with this 2.5 now. Okay. 2.5 if you need it. There it is. Don't know how this set thing works. I'm trusting the technique is there. This feels really odd to me. I just want to put it down where I usually put it down there and just squeeze, but trusting it. I'm going to get this, guys. All right, using bad technique, let's have a go. This is just what I'd normally do earlier today. You're seeing my frustration here, YouTube Live, on this 2.5. Tell me if I'm right. Is this where I'm meant to set the bottom bar? And then, using my left hand or my non-gripper hand, I'm meant to pull this down into my pinky and then go. Which is the thing I'm having a drama doing cleanly and efficiently. Just sliding down way too much. It's like my left hand is awkward and weird. Anyway, one more go, and then I'll move on to the 3. You can see how far off I am. Come on, you piece of... It's ridiculous. All right, failed. First one was the closest. Onto the 3, Captain's Crush 3. Can you see it? 3. Getting serious now. Obviously, I'm not going to do it. Way open. Getting them parallel, that's about it. 3.5. And the big boy territory where only the monsters live. Long way to go for me till I'm doing anything significant to this. The 3.5. And then someone wanted me to show them how far I could close a 4. 4, Captain's Crush 4. There it is. Not very far is the answer. Oh man, this feels freaking monstrous, doesn't it? Jeez Louise. To think that there's people out there that can close this is just phenomenal to me. Anyway, here we go. Barely do a thing. Alright. Guys, there you have it. The Captain's Crush rack. First time. I'm gonna spend a lot of time working on that. I really look forward, like I said, I want to get that technique down pat. I think that once I do, I'll get that 2.5 comfortably. That's what people are telling me. Jonathan Hoffman, cheers to you. He's messaged me saying he's going to help me on the technique. Like I said, I'm messy today. And I do think there's fatigue in my hands. So I'm excited to see what the progress will be from here. I think this rack here is something that will take you a lifetime to conquer. And even then, you still probably won't conquer it. Unless you just got that genetic ability with the size of your hand. You're just not going to get past this 4. But it's fun to have anyway. So when I have guests here, we can run the rack with them. And one day I'll probably get these all rated officially at some point too. Because I know that's an important thing in the grip strength world, to have them rated. Yeah, guys. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Something different. I do think they translate to arm wrestling. The way I'm arm wrestling at the moment, it feels good. And I think that they are coming across nicely. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you agree, disagree, whatever. Are you an arm wrestler who can close a lot? Are you an arm wrestler? Are you a high-level arm wrestler, but you can't close rubbish? Like Jordan Davis? I don't think he can close the 1. And I'm serious. I don't think he can close the 1. Or are you one of those guys that, thinks it translates really well? Anyway, either way, guys, let me know your thoughts, comments. Leave us a like, share, subscribe. If you want to see how far I can go with this over the next 6 months, 12 months, whatever, I'm really into the grip thing right now. Bending nails, closing grippers, kind of obsessed with it. Always arm wrestling. I arm wrestle train every day. But these things are a hell of a lot of fun. It's a new strength for me, and it's kind of nice, to be honest, to be at the beginning of a new strength once again. That in itself is a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, I'll leave you guys now. Hope you're well. And see you soon.